Okay, so yesterday we have stopped with the links. So what is a link? The link is a hyper href link with the anchor tag. So once we click on this one, it's going to be go for the another page. So that is a links. So there is a sorry links we have done. Okay, so then a link visited our active. Okay, so link visited hover active. Okay, so this is a we already learned about what is the link visited hover and active. Okay, so now we are going with a list. So list we already done. Then what we are going to be learn in the list. So there are two types of lists are there. Unordered list is the UL. U means unordered, O means order, L means list. Unordered list, order list is there. So that is we are going to be discussed in the deeper way. See, you might feel like that, okay, HTML and CSS is very easy and okay, this much no. So if you go for a JavaScript, it is very difficult for you guys. So the way of we are learning here. So that is a whatever I am telling, that is the interview purpose. If you prepare that much means over. How many days we took? So 3 days for the HTML and 3 to 4 days for the CSS. We are going to be complete. So this is the Pakka interview questions. So if you do prepare well. The next is the index4.html and the doc, save it, h2. The file name will be uh, the list. Let's say I want to take a what list I'm going to be take here. I want to take a one unordered list. Okay, so unordered list. I want to write a class. So what is a class? Class means dot demo. So this is the shortened property of writing a class. If you hit enter, automatically it will come the UL class demo. So then li we can take something called milk, milk, ghee, and what is this? Milk, ghee, and something curd. So this is how it will. Um, this is a list. So right click, opening the live server. We know this how to run the program. We know this one. This is how. But I want to write a style. Okay, I don't want any list here. So then how to do this one? So if you want to write a style, so you just directly you can go for the Visual Studio or else you can go here. Right click, do inspect. Okay, for the this one we need to write. Okay, so here the for this list I want to write. Okay, list style type none. See, there is a list style type none and margin 0 pixel, padding 0 pixel. Okay, so this is a CSS. You can write a CSS like every developer or a senior developer, they will do coding here only. Then they will take this code, select all, Control C. That is a copy value, copy all declaration. So if you reload means automatically it will goes because the changes we have done it is available only for this browser. Okay, if you reload means it will not automatically. So then how to write? So just I want to go here. I want to write a style here and Okay, so you want to write a style for the ul dot demo. So what is the ul is a tag, a demo is a class name. Okay, so if you want to make a id means, so just go for the id. Okay, so just go for the id and just go for a hash demo. If it is a class, if it is a class, dot will come. So how to write ul dot demo. So I want to write a style. So what is the style? See, you no need to write a whole code. How I am typing? See, list style type here is there. Just hit enter. I will do one more time. What I have written? Li. So automatically it is coming. So here you are going to be select list style type n, type n, automatically it come. Click. So don't need, no need to write for every code list hyphen styl. So automatically it will come. You have to take this one. Okay. And see, I will just type a margin. You no need to type a margin here. So margin, a margin will be a 0 pixel. Enter. Margin means what? It is going to be create a space between the element border and the body. And padding. Padding means it is going to be create a space between the content and the inner body. So 0 pixel, sorry, 0 pixel, save it. We will go to the project now. See, so this is how you are going to be write a style for this one. Okay. Now, uh, the next, this is how we are going to be write a list property. So you don't need to remember all those things. If you just go here, you can type. If you want to something font, you want to size of increase the font size. If you just type a font, so you want a font size, you want font family, font weight, float, everything. What is a float? Float, right? Save it. We'll go here. We'll see here. See, right, it is floating right. So it doesn't mean everything you need to remember. Just you remember the first character of this word. If you want the font size, if you just type a FZ, FZ means the font size. The first letter of the F and the first letter of the second. The font size and something called a 30 pixel. Save it. We'll go here. See how it will looks now. You want a background color, so you don't need to type a whole thing. If you just BAC, here it will come background color. You can choose the color. If you want something called a blue or a burly wood or anything, save it, it will come. So you no need to write the whole thing. Okay, that is what I'm telling. Okay, so now this is how to apply a CSS for the color. Okay, the next is list is what at the table. Okay, a table we already learned why we need a table. So anything you want to display the data, you need a table. Okay, where if you go for the any university result, if you are a B or a BCA, MTech or whatever the BSc or BCom or anyone, so you are going to be exam, just search for the exam result. Okay, if you just search the exam results, so where it is printing, it is printing in the table format. See, this is the table format. So why the table format? So this is whatever it is visible now, this is table. So this is built with the HTML table. Go for any table. uh, all the tables they have using this one. Okay, so we already discussed in the HTML. Then what we are going to be write here? So here I want to write a table and I need to write a style. So what is the tag? So table is a table start tag and end tag, and a table row and a table header, something ID, table header, name, and a table header course. If you just go for the browser, see here it is there. Okay. So I want to make a some space means what is the tag? Break. So here I will add a BR means break line. BR break line BR. So I will add a break, and here it is a the space is created. So then I want to define the table data. This is the row. Table row means so it is like this. This is the row, and this is the column. So this is the row, and this is the column. Okay. So now table row is happened. Then the table D TD. Okay, sorry. Table row again because every data in the row format. Table row, table data. The ID will be 100, and table data will be name will be something Abhishek, and table data course will be React. So this is a one table data. So how it looks? It looks like this. So I want a multiple data means so control C, control V, control V. So 101, 102, Amar, Akshay, something like that. Data science, React Native. Okay, so this is how the table data is there. So I want to write a style for this one means. So we already learned, but anyhow we are going to be write it. So here you will demo is there, but I want to write for the a table, open close brace. So I want a border for this one. How to apply border? Again, just type a BO. Automatically it will come. Just hit enter. Border. How much thickness you want? 2 pixel solid. Uh, if you don't know color, if you just use a color like this, any color, then how it looks now, save it, we'll go here. So it is the border is arranged for this one. So I want to apply for all these things, all the data row and column. So how the table row is defined? So tr comma th comma td, save it. Why? Because we need to separate by comma, 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 save it, run it. Okay, so now if you remove, just remove this one, comment it, control forward slash is comment. So how it looks very odd or like a basic thing. If you just do save it, okay, this is the data. Okay, so something it is a some space is there. How to avoid that space? So here the command is border collapse. You don't know word. So if you just is the BC. So which one we need to use this? If you work for 1 year or 2 year, you will become more familiar. Then no worries. Okay. So here you will get. You no need to worry about it. Don't type. Okay. Copy, collapse, save it, run it. So if you see here, some text is left aligned and some is like odd, something it looks very basic. So then how to do this one? I will do one thing called the text align center. Save it, run it. So then I want to make some space. It is very attached. See, every text is no center, but I want to make some a padding thing. So how to do padding? So padding PAD uh, uh, 10 pixel. How it looks? See, now it looks like center line and everything. So I want to differentiate between a little bit. How to do this one? For this one, for that is called a table header, open close brace. So I will just add a background color, background BC. I will type a background color. I will use a something called a light blue, light coral, light hot pink. Save it. We'll go here. See how it looks. Why we need a CSS? You got it right. At least if you do a list like this means okay, everybody will like. So if you show to the okay, you are going to be develop an application, your control forward slash means comment means it is disabled, no use. So how it looks now, it looks very odd. And if you only three data is there, if like okay, I will duplicate this data. Okay, copy, control V, save it, run it. Okay, how it looks, it's look very odd. So if you want to well organized, how to well organize? So again select this one, control forward slash, save it, run it. Okay, so how it looks? It's like a presentation is very good. Okay, so this is how we are going to write a CSS. The next is what a display property. Okay, this is the pakka interview question I will tell. Okay, why this is important in the sense? So if you want to show something, hide and show something like that, no? So you are going to be see this one. Okay, fine. I want to take one more example. So display property, I will tell here only. What is here? What is the display property? Okay, a display. The display property is the most common CSS property to controlling the layout. Display properties specifies if or how an element to be displayed. So every HTML element has a default display value depending on the what type of element it is. The default display value of most element is a block or a inline. Okay, so we already learned what is a block and inline, I think. Okay, or else I will explain one more time. So just I will take a short one example. So what is a block and inline element? I will add a something one horizontal line and a BR tag. Okay, what is a block level element? So let's say a div is a block level element or a H1 is a block level element. Okay, hello. So this is the block level element and the span, hello. Okay, so we are not finding any difference here. Okay, but a lot of difference is there. So the block level element, it is taking the entire width screen and it is going for the new line, whereas the inline element, it is taking the as much space is required, it is not going for the new line. So this is a pakka interview question. So can you give an example means? So you have to give one div, hello and all. So how the practical thing? So if you see here, both the hello and everything, it looks. So just do right click, do inspect, scroll down. If you just click here, see here. If I mouse over means it is taking the entire width of the screen and it is going for the new line. But if I mouse over it is taking the as much space is required. See here. If I mouse over means it is taking a full screen, but here it is a as much space is required. Okay, then it is going for the new line. What does it mean? I will copy same thing, copy and paste here, and I will copy this span thing, copy and this one. So what is the difference here? See, the hello is bracket and coming down. Hello is bracket and coming down, and this hello, it is coming in line wise. Got it? How it is happening? It is happening because what is the block level and it is taking the entire width of the screen and it is going for the new line. So this is the entire width is taking and it is going for the new line. It is a span is the as much space is required and it will not going for the new line because we have entered two divs at the same row and two spans with the same row. But here it is going for the new line, but here it is not going for the new line. If you explain this much, no, then it's the pakka you will be like this is a pakka confident answer. Okay, so please note on it because I have 7 to 8 year experience and what are all the interview questions when I am going for some interviews. So or some questions they are asking and so last batches. So what are the questions they ask means they used to tell like that. Okay, these are all the what is a block level element, what is an element, inline element. So everything these answers are listened so many times. So please make a note whichever I told important. Please do prepare. So here it is a display property is also same thing. So either it is a block level element or inline element. Okay, so there is one more thing is the display none. What is the mean by display none? As the name none means nothing. So what I will do if I declare here UL demo is there. Okay, so here it is displaying here. What I will do, I will do apply a display none properties. If I go here, UL demo, I don't know what is the command. So just I have typed a display. Display. So you want a block, nine, so many things are there. None. Save it. We'll go here. See that list will be gone. So UL demo is what? This is the unordered list demo class. I have written a property called a display none. So that is why it is a displaying a nothing. If I do inline, save it, we'll go here or else inline block. Okay, so you want this row into instead of next line, I want it the same row means. So if I just go here, cut at this one, Control X, uh, here I open close brace, Control V, save it, we'll go here. See, now our display inline means what? It is taking the in the same row. Block means it is going for the new row. Okay, so list how it is going? It is going with the same row. Why? Because for the list item, I used a display inline block. What is the display inline block? All the list element instead of printing in the column wise, it is printing in the row wise. Okay, so this is how it is going to be work. So we are going to do work more on this one. So this is called a display none inline block. Block means it is going to be break down into a new line. Inline means it is taking a entire width of the screen. Okay, so this is how it will works. The next is what a CSS positions. Okay, so this is a one thing. For this one, I will take a one example, complete example. I am going to be explain you guys, so you will get to know. Okay, so no worries for that one. So next is what and CSS position and gender index. I will take one separate one session for only for these two, and I will explain. The next is the overflow. What is the overflow? So there are four properties are there: visible, hidden, scroll, auto. So what is the CSS overflow? The CSS overflow property controls so what happens to the content that is too big to fit into area. Simple question is I have a 100 pages of a data. Okay, so I can see one page here. Like that, we have a hundred page of content. So then how to show this one? So there it is the overflow property will come. Overflow property specifies whether the clip the content or add a scroll. Visible means it is visible. Hidden means hide. Scroll means it is like a scroll. This is called a scrolling. If I if I doing a scroll right, the mouse scroll. So then auto. So we will first explain with an example, then we will discuss. So for that, I want to create a one more file. The file name should be index5.html and a document save it, then H2, the what it called, overflow property. Okay, so the overflow property, the overflow property, and what we are going to do, so we are going to do uh, one div here. We'll take a div. Div means what? It is a some block. It is going to add a text, paragraph, or anything. So I will add a some dummy text here. So I don't want to write a dummy text means what is a command? So loy param is a dummy text. It is giving a dummy text for me. If you just type a LOE and hit enter, it is going to be give the dummy text. Save it. Okay, fine. So then if I do go for the browser, we'll go here, index, fine. Okay, so this is the dummy text. So I want to work on the display property. Okay, so for that, I want to go for the style, and I will write a style for the div. So I will need a width of 300 pixel and the height of 200 pixel. Save it. We'll go here. So it is looking like this. Okay. Then I want to add some border. Okay, so differentiate what is the actual size means. So for that, we are going with the border 2 pixel solid. Which color? Something crimson. Save it. We'll go here. Okay, yeah. Okay, let it be. So I will make a little bit 300. Okay, so I will use a class property demo, and so here what happens, demo div dot demo, save it, run it. Okay, so this is the content is there. What if I content is more? Okay, I will make a 200, save it, run it. Okay, so I have a more content. Copy, control V, control V, control V, like this. Save it, run it. See, the content is, it is more, it is like a, it is coming. So by default is a, the visible is a by default. Okay, so how to do this one? Demo, we have a overflow visible is a default a property. So visible property. So I don't want to show after this box means how to do this one. So the property is hidden. So for that, hidden, save it, run it. So this is the hidden property. So this is also not good. If I show also this looks odd. If I crop also this is not a good. So then what is the next property? So the scroll. What it will scroll? The overflow scroll. Save it, run it. Whatever the text is I am having, it is visible, but you have to scroll it. So you have a n number of a page, it will show. If I just copy and paste multiple times, it is going to be give the a scroll tab for you. Okay, that is fine. My text is this much. We have a scroll. What if I have only this much text? Again, scroll is there. Why we need a scroll? this scroll indication. So for that, we have one more thing called a auto. What is the auto overflow? Auto means if the content is the less, so here the scroll will be gone, and if a content is a more, okay, so here the content is a more, control V, control V, control V, save it, automatically scroll will come. So which one is the better? The better one is a this one. The auto is the best one. Okay, so this is how it will works. Okay, so now what we have to do, which one we need to use means always use a overflow auto. So what is the overflow? The overflow, uh, they will ask the entry question. This is also entry question. What is the overflow in CSS? The CSS overflow property controls so what happens to the content is that is too big to fit into the area. So there is a sentence is not important here. If you have a concept, you just tell in your words. So overflow is used to manage the content overflow thing, and we have a different things called a properties called a visible is there. If you want to hide the extra content, you can use a visible, or else you can do like hidden, or you can go for a scroll and auto. The feasible or a best one is the auto, because if you have a small content, automatically the scroll will be gone. If you have a big content, then you are going for the auto. Okay, so this is the whole thing is there. You just practice it. Okay, so whatever I told. So then overflow x, overflow y. So overflow x means what? This is the x-axis. So if you have more content on in the left to right, so this is here also you will get a scroll here. Okay, so that is how it will works. Okay, so this is called a overflow properties. The next is what a float. Okay, what is a float? Float means what? Something in the generic word. It's move or go for some specific place. So here also same thing. Float. You just clear the CSS float and clear. The float property specifies the how the element should float, and clear property specifies to what elements can float besides the clear the element and on which side. Okay, so you just think about only float property. So just will go here. For this one only I will write a float property. Float. So I don't know what are all the float properties are there. Here you will get a list. You can go for this one. If you want to go for the float, right? Save it. We'll go to the browser. See, float right means it is a. This is how it will be there. So like that, we have so many things are there. Okay, float means always we are using a left and right. So that is just have a idea of that one. Okay, so now what we are going to do, float left, right, none, inherit. So these are all the different properties of a float. So now what we are going to do, the next is the inline block. So this is Pakka entry question. Again, I'm telling that. So we have already learned a display inline, display block. We are learning a display inline block. Okay, so we are going to be discussed here while working the projects also. These three things are very important. So display inline, the major difference is that the inline block allows to set the width and height of the element. Means it is going to be taken in the same block. So inline block means it is a block and it has to be go for the new line. But even it is a block and it is going for the same line. So we'll discuss about that. Okay, so now what we are going to do? The first one is what? The display inline. So first I want to create a one file here, the index 6.html, and the document Save it. Okay, so now what we are going to do? So we are going to do H2, the inline block, inline block. This is the Pakka interview question. If you attend for an interview, they will get this one. Okay. So paragraph, the inline block, inline. Okay. So we will go for one by one. The first one is what? Okay. So now here what we are going to do? We are going to take three classes. Okay. So what are all the three classes we are going to take? The first paragraph I will add a dummy text and break, save it, and I will just cut this one. Control X. I'll add a span. If you want to add a class also, dot A. Okay, then paste this. Or else you can add a something. What is the first one? The first one is the inline property. No worries, what is happening in everything I will explain. The inline property. The next paragraph I will go for the class B. The second one is what? The inline block. No worries. So what and all it is there, I will explain. No worries. Then I will go for the uh, C. Okay. So here block property. Okay. Save. For everything, I am going to be write a style. Style a span dot A. What is the span dot A? The span dot is for the class, A is the class name. So for this one, I will to write a style. Width equals to 100 pixel and height equals to 20 pixel, and I will add a background color is something called a yellowish, and a display property is a inline. Okay, save it. We'll go here. We'll go for the index 6. Okay, so this is the inline property. Okay, what I will add a border 2 pixel solid black. Save it, run it. Okay, so here this is for the span A, means that is a inline. Inline means what? It is in the same line. The next is a span dot B open close brace, and same everything will say take a copy, control V, and inline block. Okay, and span dot C open close brace, same thing I will copy. What is a span C? That is a block property, so just I will use a block property. Save it. We'll go here. Span B. Yeah. Okay. So here, display. The first one is what? Inline block. Sorry, first is inline block. and this is the block. Okay, so now what we are going to do, save it, we'll go here. We are not finding any difference here. Okay, the second one is not applied a color. We'll see span B class. Yeah, here I have done a mistake. SPAN, span B, save it. You're not finding that much big difference here. We'll add here, same thing I will copy, paste here. I will copy this one, copy, paste here, and I will copy this one. So now we will get to know slight difference here. So if you want to make a height little bit, what is this one? So 100 pixel. Save it, run it. Okay, so you might see that some differences here. Okay, what is happening here? The first property is what? A display inline property. The first one is a control X, control V, control X. I will put in the first row, and I will take a control X and control V, control S. Okay, save it, run it. So here it is in the one row, and here also it is the row, and here is the new row. What is happening here? I will just try to inspect, and I will select this mark. See, it is taking as much space is required, and it is taking as much space is required, and this is also as much space is required, but it is taking the entire width of the what you can say screen. So if you just mouse over here, it is taking a block level and it is taking a new line. Okay, so what exactly happening here? Display inline means what? It is like a span. Inline and block we have seen, right? Inline means it is taking as much space is required. Inline means what? It is taking as much space is required and it is not going for the new line. So that is clear. The next is what? It is taking the entire width of the screen and it is going for the new line. But inline block is what? Again, it is a block level element. It has to be go for the new line, but it is not going because of inline block. Inline block means it is a block level element. It is not going for the new line. Okay, so this is how it will works. Inline and a inline block. So this is how it will works in the inline and a inline block. Okay, so this is very important. In the intro, they will ask, okay, so can you explain what is inline and what is a block and what is inline block? So inline means it is taking as much space is required and it is not going for the new line. And the block is it is taking the entire width of the screen and it is going for the new line. What is the inline block? So inline block, it is a combination of an inline and block. And as per the block, it has to be go for the new line, but it is not going because of we are using the inline block. Inline means in the same row, even it is a block element. So if you tell this clear, no, pakka you will clear the interview. Okay, this is the fresher level I am telling. Okay, so this is all about the inline block. The next is a text align. So you already knew the text align, a center. We already seen many times, so no need to do one more time because of. So if you want to see here, so this text align it should be center. So for this inline block, I will go here. I will add a text align should be center. Save it, run it. Yeah, it is aligned at the center. So this is called a text alignment. Okay, fine. So almost all we have done with the CSS like inline. Another 1 day or 2 days or by the Friday we are going to be finish all the CSS. Then we are going to be work on the creating the websites. Okay, by the end of this course, by the next 3 months, at least you should work for the 20 to 25 websites you need to create, and you have to host it. So I'm going to be explain one more thing called sir, I have developed a website, so where to host? So there is a one thing called Netlify is there, netlify.com. If you go here, whatever the work you have done, you have to show here. You are going for the interview, right? Interview, right? So you have to showcase your what and all you have done. So for that, you are having a what you can say. I will just explain this one. We'll wind up the session. Okay, gmail.com and login. It is going to be redirect the my dashboard. So what and all work I have done, so I have stored in here. If you go for the interview, the technical HR will okay what and all you have done is, so you have to be share these links. So this is the website I have done. Oh, is it show me? So you have to, so this is the cloud deployed I have done. This is the project I have done. Oh, okay. It is done by you? How and all like that. So like that, you are going to be create a at least 15 to 20 website is the minimum, and the maximum is the 25 website you need to do by the end of the your course. Okay, you have a React JS also. You have something other to work also, but this is how you have to do sites. And again, we are going here. We have done some mini applications and all. This is a some mini application, how it is going to be. So this is just demonstration for the how to host a website. Okay, so this is how you are going to be work and deploy the your project works.